got a signal drop. Mary, yeah. Oh. This really puts us under pressure, this, doesn't it? Honest to God. No wonder I'm grey. So sorry, it was my end. I had a signal drop there, Mary. So we were talking about your symptoms.
I don't know where I was. I've just been
Start
yapping
again.
away. I'll start in my very worst. Oh, my very worst. I was in my bed. I struggled to get up to the toilet. I sometimes needed help. I was on my hands and my knees crawling because it was too painful to walk, to be on the soles of my feet, on my legs. I was in constant pain and I was absolutely shattered. Just having a shower took everything out of me. So even I was saying the first week I started Feel Look Be, I was absolutely shattered and drained, and all I could manage was to basically cook, wash the dishes, and then I slept in between my three meals.
Did you?
And my hands were all swollen. Yeah, my hands were all swollen with the chopping of the veggies. My boyfriend's offshore, so he wasn't here. And yeah, it was, even the first week was such a struggle, and that's only 8 weeks ago. And I've not even had a sleep today, and I normally nap most days, or I had been. So I'm like,
Brilliant. So you've told us about the symptoms when they were bad. Tell me about now. What's happened since then and now? It's just 8 weeks, like you say. So I'm interested for everybody to hear how you're feeling now.
okay. I sleep all night, which I haven't done for 14 years. I don't get woken up with pain through the night or having to move position because I'm uncomfortable. It doesn't take me hours to get to sleep. That was a mixture of pain, comfort, and your mind racing, like anxiety and things like that. I get out of bed a lot easier in the morning. My pain is reduced. Pain levels throughout the day are reduced. I'm not as stiff. My joints aren't inflamed, as swollen. I can go for walks further, and I don't have to come home and sleep or come home in basic tears from being out for walks and things. As I say, my anxiety's reduced. I'm really doing so much better. My irritable bowel syndrome's improved. Brain. Oh, migraines,
Wow.
blurriness. Just the list goes. My skin. The list is.
So, can I just jump in here? And we haven't chatted about this, but we do on Feel Look Be. Obviously, Mary, you've been on it for on Feel Look Be for 8 months. You get the education that I put into it, but there is a very strong correlation and a relationship between, and significant one. When I say strong, I mean there's lots of research to support this, and a lot of the time, fibromyalgia comes as a misdiagnosis. Now, I don't know if that's you. I don't even know if that's anybody watching, but it's something to bear in mind. And sometimes when you have a gallbladder issue and your gallbladder is on the right side, and well, fibromyalgia is chronic inflammation at cellular level. And when there's a problem with the gallbladder, what it can do, and also the liver, is it becomes so inflamed that it pushes on a nerve. And that nerve runs right up your right side into your trap and sometimes shoots down your arm, but causes severe headaches. So a lot of people are diagnosed with having fibromyalgia and they're putting on the medications, but actually, when they come on to Feel Look Be, we're cleaning up the liver, we're supporting the gallbladder, and all of a sudden, the fibromyalgic nerve pain seems to go. And people go, and there's no explanation for it because you go to the doctor says, how is that happening? And this happens across the board, Mary, you'll know yourself. Doctors say, what have you been doing? And they'll say, well, I've been on Shelley Booth's Feel Look Be formula. I thought I had to be on medication forever, doctor. How does this work? And so that opens up a conversation because the client, i.e. you, is much more informed than they were before. And in fact, sometimes the doctor doesn't even make that association between that phrenic nerve going into your head and shooting down your arm and that huge inflammation. But when we fix your liver, fix your gallbladder, we support them, everything improves. Even your thyroid gets supported. It's quite incredible. So that's one thing. And another thing is there's a very strong relationship between hyperinsulinemia or insulin resistance as well, and fibromyalgia. And the things that cause that are refined carbohydrates, the potatoes that we don't eat. We eat sweet potatoes, that's it. But any starchy vegetables, white potatoes, rice, wheat, corn, all of that stuff causes massive amounts of spike rather in blood sugar, and which leads to a lot of the time fibromyalgia. So when we control insulin, which we do on Feel Look Be, and we normalise, everything starts to change, which you're actually speaking that to me right now. We've not had this conversation about this stuff, although you've had the education, but one-to-one, we've never done it. So, Mari, I could not congratulate you enough for actually taking control, and it's only been 8 weeks. This is amazing, and there'll be people sat in their front rooms going, I felt like, Mari, I could sleep at the drop of a hat. I'm getting migraines, and I've got digestive issues, and all sorts of other things related to high blood sugar in particular. And I'm waffling now, Mari, and you're nodding, and thank you for being so patient, but this is really, really important that you all know that. This is not a diagnosis, it's not even to override any information that you've had before. It really is just to make you curious and to go away and do your research about the things that I'm talking to you about. So, anyway, Mari, what have you, so in terms of weight loss, how much weight have you lost?
I have lost 1 stone, 10 pounds so
Wow,
far.
in 8 weeks?
Yeah,
Ooh,
in 8 weeks.
that is
My first week,
incredible.
thank you. The first week I lost 10 pounds, and I was so shocked because it was pancakes for breakfast. Who
Exactly.
gets pancakes?
Aren't the pancakes incredible? So,
Yeah, I just
when we show our meal plans to people that are thinking that, this is a diet and they've maybe heard about intermittent fasting and things and get the wrong end of the stick completely, because there's a lot of people out there who want to think things aren't the way they are and they're not ready for it, so they'll go, nah, that's whatever it is. You know who I'm talking about. And
yeah.
so the meals are absolutely incredible. So it's good fat, moderate protein, and zero garbage, all of the stuff that's causing you chronic inflammation. So at cellular level, what you're essentially doing is you're inappropriately building the foundations, the myelin sheaths, the cell membranes are all made, really simply put, wrongly. And that has an impact on the pain that you feel, because the raw material is made of shit, of refined carbohydrates and sugars. So how are you supposed to be able to function when the raw materials are not right? You can't, can you? No. So this is
No.
one of the reasons that fibromyalgia, I think over 200 million people worldwide suffer from it. So you've lost all that weight. What other improvements in terms of maybe more mindset stuff? Is there anything?
Yeah, huge. I suffer a lot with anxiety and depression, have done for years. The I have bad night terrors, very bad night terrors, and they've started to improve, which is a godsend for my boyfriend because he gets battered most nights. But it's not nice waking up to the a scream. I scare people all the time. But yeah, but also because my mindset is growing and developing, I'm feeling more positive. I'm happier. My doctor has allowed me to start coming off medication because I'm in the right frame of mind, mentally and physically, my body to do it. So that's a massive achievement for me. Huge. I've been on a lot of medication for a lot of years.
This is mad because depression actually mimics and can mimic fibromyalgia and many other symptoms, so they're very much linked. You're just a classic case of everything that I've researched for years and years and years. Do you know that, Mari? And it's so good because we have not had this conversation, and this is really very much live. And as we're learning about each other here, I'm thinking, wow, I didn't know this about you. So, have you had your HbA1c test done or your thyroid test? Like,
Many times over the years, many times, and they've always come back saying they're absolutely fine.
okay,
I
fine.
get more blood I've not had the HCB one, just the thyroid one, but they've always said they're fine.
Okay. A lot of the time, people get prescribed carnitine, which you can actually get from red meat, and we eat red meat on Feel Look B. And also, carnitine has also been shown to be beneficial for depression. Lipoic acid or alpha lipoic acid, all of which you get from our meal plans. So that's why we help this situation. And the DHA and the EPA also will help. We eat lots and lots of fish, and I promote good quality fish oils from really wild caught fish, clean oceans, and all that stuff. So I think, Mary, what it sounds like is all of Feel Look Be and everything that it was made to do has actually got you, and it's fueling you forward in the most incredible ways. And I couldn't be any more thankful that you've come on tonight to discuss it. Could you tell me now, though, what are your goals moving forwards?
My goals are to improve my symptoms even more, to reduce my medication with my doctor even more. I want to be able to do more exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm managing 2 workouts a week on the Zoom live with you, which I adapt
Good.
to myself. But keep going with that because I've not managed a workout in 14 years, and it's
wow,
what a buzz of feeling is amazing that I
that's
get from it.
really incredible, really.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And to stay
go on.
you're stuck with me now.
Yeah, I'm glad about that. I'm so glad about that. Yeah, that's kind of blowing me away actually, because I didn't expect all of that. Feel Look B obviously starts in August. I want to know. So you're saying that you haven't worked out for 14 years. You're now doing 2 workouts a week that you're adapting. What were your thoughts about working out coming into Feel Look B, and has that changed?
Very much so. I decided when I started that I would probably be at least 6 months down the line before I would even try a workout. I thought I'll try and get my steps up, and that's good enough for me. And then as you read the girls' comments, the fun they have, the support, their inspiration on the page, I was like, oh, I'm missing out on someone here. So I need to get on these even just to see what's going on. And then with your passion and your energy oozes through the camera, it's like, right, I've got to move. Shelley's telling me to move, so I go move. But Leslie said to me also, she said, it doesn't matter what you do, just get on there and move. Walk around your living room, jump up and down. And so that's what I did. And I got confident, and I know that nobody's judging me. Nobody cares if I'm in my pajamas or in what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, as long as I'm trying, and I'm trying my best. And I'm delighted.
Yeah, I'm delighted for you. As are all the Feel Like We girls. We're really rooting for you. We're right behind you. It is such a beautiful space, Mary, isn't it? Just my last question, or not even a question. Can you kind of just put into a few sentences of what that community feels like as a client? I could tell you what it feels like for me, but as a client, what would you say?
It's it is full of love. It's full of support. It's such a safe space, private space to be in. So many women don't have a space like that to be part of. Anything I need, I can put a shout out. The girls will pick you up and make you feel fantastic. It's just, I've never known anything like it before. The girls are amazing. The messages I've had just for coming on here tonight, they're like, come on, you can do
No.
it. We've all got your with you. It's just absolutely incredible. It's such a massive part of Feel Look B, as well as everything else. The support and the love that you feel, you're taken in like a family.
Yeah,
It's
that's
brilliant.
so really incredibly put, and a great thing to finish on. I'm so happy for you, Mary. I love the fact that you're in my world. I share my world with you. You know that very much so, and I'm happy that you're here. And I can't wait to see what August, because that's here now. I can't wait to see what August brings for you. So thank you so much. What I'm going to do, Mary, is I'm going to click you off unless there's anything else you want to add.
Yeah, just to thank you for everything and everything that give to us all. You give us your heart, your soul, every single day, all the time. It's amazing. The programme is absolutely amazing.
Oh,
It's
appreciate that.
what you say is brilliant. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Changed my life.
You're just a
Changed my
joy.
life.
Oh, thank you. Right, I'm going to click you off and I'm going to stay on, okay? Thank you.
Mhm.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Right, how do we do this now? Oh, look at you.
Dunno.
You're so you're so gorgeous. See you soon. Right, here we go. Oh my God. Now, lives like that are absolutely incredible. There's somebody that you know out there with fibromyalgia. I know there is. And you've probably not shared the link, or maybe you did, and I got cut off. So, what to do is go and share it again on your timeline. Somebody will pick that up and go, you know what? That's how I feel right now, the way Mary felt. And if Shelley Booth and all these fabulous women on Feel Look Be could build me up to feel like her now after 8 weeks, then I'm all for it. And we could help them and I could reach them and get to them. But without you sharing, I can't. So please hit share. There's So when I was talking about the gallbladder, you could try this out actually. You can gently push on your gallbladder on your right side under your rib cage and apply a bit of like sort of acupressure, just gentle, nothing major. Maybe even do it with your nurse, or maybe even do it with your medical professional. Just say, look, I've been hearing this. What do you think about this? Maybe not do it yourself, but a wee bit of acupressure into your gallbladder, and at that pressure, you should feel the pain disperse, the pain release. And if you do, there's a great indication for you that it could be your gallbladder that's causing all of these issues that you've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia on. Also, the foods that I was going to run through with you, I made some notes for you so I wouldn't forget. Obviously, all the added sugars, the refined sugars, but also the naturally occurring sugars, the sugars found in fruit juice and fruit, actually. So if you suffer with these issues, you might want to stop that because that will be aggravating and causing inflammation. The starchy vegetables, potatoes, parsnips, carrots, that kind of thing. Research starchy vegetables, grains, wheat, rice, and corn. And some of you think fruit juice is really healthy, but actually it's pure fructose and it will, over time, cause. I mean, if you're overweight now at the moment, if you look down and you're carrying a belly, you've probably got fat in your liver. And that's going right for your liver, pure fructose, and it will be getting made into fat around your liver and eventually inside your liver. And what does that do? That causes problems with the gallbladder, but also, if you've got a fatty liver, it has problems and affects your thyroid. And I'll tell you really quickly why. And I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again. So you get thyroid stimulating hormone that let's say trickles down to your thyroid here. And T4 gets made. And that T4 that comes from your thyroid, and that's an iodine. So the T4 and the T3 are iodine molecules. So the T4 is inactive, but the T3 is active. For it to become active, one of those iodine molecules needs to be stripped off. But the stripping off of that to make the T4 and get it to T3 happens in the liver. 80% of it happens in the liver. The rest in the kidney. So could you imagine if you've got a fatty liver, you're carrying a belly, that conversion can't really happen, can it? No. So what's going to happen is it's going to affect the thyroid. So you've maybe been diagnosed with a hypothyroid issue, when in fact it's your fatty bloody liver, and nobody's having these conversations with you. There's a big pink elephant when you go to the doctor in the room with you, because nobody's actually talking about the big fat belly that's there. And this is not disrespectful, by the way. This is just real life. I work with so many people that say, Shelley, you're right enough. Nobody spoke to me about that. So you sit in the chair, you're overweight, but your thyroid test comes back as you're hypo. So you've got a hypothyroid issue. So at that point, you're probably prescribed medication, but never once talking about your liver health and how it impacts on the bigger picture. And there'll be people sitting going, you're not a doctor, Shelley. No, I'm not a doctor. And this is not to override your doctor's advice, but it's to make you curious. And having worked with thousands upon thousands of people since the age of 21 properly, to the age that I'm now, I'm coming up for 43, in the field of this, I've seen so many issues where people have been misdiagnosed, but once they get educated, they start probing and finding out about their own health, and things remarkably take the most incredible changes and turns and twists, and they go, God, I've never felt better. But purely because they're researching their own health issue, and they've become like wee mini professors in their own health issue. How many times has somebody in your family, now this is really important because it's true, how many times has somebody in your family been diagnosed with cancer? And what do? You go away and you research like mad to help them, to get them better, to heal them. You become a professor in dealing with cancer and creating longevity of life, of greens, of eating clean, of organic, of GMO free. You become masters in it because you want to help this person. So if you've got a health issue, you need to become masters in your own health issue. Prioritise yourself, research, dig deep, and find the information that you need. So as you could at least have a really great conversation with your doctor about what you've found. And what about this doctor? Your doctor might say, no, don't be so stupid. And you might go, yeah, but why? Why is that? Can you explain that? So, yeah, I think that's us. If you do have a gallbladder issue, you might want to look into bile salts, purified bile salts, and you also get gallbladder support formula. Please research them. I'm not saying take them, I'm just saying research them, do your homework and go and look into them. So on the back of Mary's fantastic live, I think I would like to offer you, if you like the sound of this, you think, yes, I need this in my life. I'm going to leave this open until midnight tonight. This is a discount code, and it's feel, oh no, it's not, it's feel. That's utter nonsense, Shelley Booth. It's FLB. Let me write it for you. Hold on. You think I'd remember this by now, eh? It's FLB. So if you go to the website, which is www.shelleybooth.co.uk, I'll put it here for you. Oops. You always feel under pressure when people are listening and watching you type, don't you? So that's the website. This is your discount code, and you will get Feel Look Be for 135. So, and you'll think, oh, I only pay £18 at whatever gym. This is not a gym membership. This is a life changer, game changer. You've just heard Mary. You cannot compare an apple to an orange. So you cannot compare Feel Look Be to a gym membership. I've got a gym. I had a gym. It's now sitting empty because of COVID, but you can't compare it. The girls that have come from my gym onto my online programme look the best I've ever seen them. And that is when you consider they were doing 4 or 5 CrossFit workouts a week, beach boot camps on top of that, and my transformation programmes. They look better now. They're leaner, they're more sculpted, their mindset is bulletproof, they're ready for the next right thing and the next level. That's what this programme does. It's not a gym membership. So, there we go. Oh, there's the link there. Thanks, Leslie. 20 quid discount. 20 quid, what will that get you? It'll get you a couple of meals anyway, won't it? Get yourself to Sainsbury's, get yourself some organic produce for starting. So, we start on the 9th of August. The checkout stays open until the 6th. On the 7th, you can't get it. You're too late. It has to be the 6th, no later. That discount code, though, you'll be able to get that tonight until 12 o'clock. So if you were signing up anyway, Martin, what's his face? Martin's money saving tips would say, get yourself on that, save the $20 and spend it on whatever you fancy. I think we're done. Tomorrow I'm live. I'm live every night this week at 8 o'clock with somebody new, somebody with a different story. Mari, thank you so much. You're incredible. I think you are, you're just salt of the earth. Thank you for coming on tonight. Everybody have a great night. I'm going away to play football with my wee lad, or try to, and I'll catch you soon, okay? See you later. Thanks for shares, everybody. Thank you for sharing and getting the message out to people. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Night, night.